I've been watching a lot of Kushida's old matches from Japan. He was on a whole other level, and he's only gotten better. No offense, but you and the rest of the NXT roster can't touch him. If he locks in his finisher, it's over. Unless you could hit your finisher first. Doubtful, though.
Yeah, now we're talking.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Beverly Hills, California. Weighing in at 290 pounds, Max the Savage.
Some fans first heard of this competitor when he had a tryout match at a WWE Live event. He looked great that night, but he's taken things to a whole new level now.
It's a feel-good story for him, and I respect that he paid his dues, but we'll see how he handles the pressure at this moment. A competitor with his share of detractors, but he wants to prove them all wrong here tonight.
The future has arrived. A man who bends limbs, joints, and time itself.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan. Weighing in at 192 pounds, Kushida.
This is a man who spent many years as the top light heavyweight in Japan and is now one of the finest cruiserweights in WWE.
Yeah, who can forget the moment that Kushida defeated Santos Escobar to win the NXT Cruiserweight Championship?
Watching this no DQ match, I can't help but think of all the great no disqualification matches we've seen in WWE over the years.
No doubt, Michael. Triple H versus Brock Lesnar in 2013. The Rock versus Mankind in 1999. Both classics. But the all-time best has got to be Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 26.
Yeah, I hate to disagree with you, Corey, but Stone Cold Steve Austin against The Rock at WrestleMania 17 was the greatest no disqualification match of all time. In fact, it might even be the greatest match in WWE history.
Let's just agree that all of those matches are great, and I'd argue this one could live up to that same hype, guys.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
Saw that coming from Kushida.
What's he got planned? Up and down. What a slam.
Kushida is really falling behind.
Kushida's wishing he could have turned back time to prevent these attacks.
Oh, clothesline!
I like this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
He's in a little bit of trouble now.
And hanging tough, but beginning to show some wear and tear. Might want to think about picking up the pace a bit.
Solid punch. A lot of momentum now on his side.
This is what he feeds off of.
He turns it around.
Now's a chance for him to get back into this match.
Kushida with great timing. Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Answering back.
To the midsection hook.
And he's able to counter. Counters.
And setting him up. Oh, knee to the ace.
That's gonna hurt. And attacking above the shoulders has become the strategy here.
The body is starting to fail at this point.
This is a very dangerous situation now.
Ooh, stiff punch.
Knockout victory. This one is over.
Here is your winner, Max the Savage.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat.
And here he comes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Beverly Hills, California. Weighing in at 290 pounds, Max the Savage.
So much has changed for this superstar since he completed his training with Booker T.
A former indie competitor, he left Houston a new athlete and set course full steam ahead for WWE.
He said he'll be making a statement in this match tonight and will deliver it emphatically.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yes! Welcome to Swerve's house!
And his opponent from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 201 pounds, Isaiah Swerve Scott.
The unmistakable swag of Isaiah Swerve Scott on display.
Byron, he has the talent to back it up.
Saxton, why don't you learn from Swerve Scott? This guy is cool, man. Everything about him is cool. You should take notes.
I thought I already had a cool factor. The swagger of Isaiah Swerve Scott has earned him love from the WWE Universe, but some say it borders on arrogance.
Yeah, but when you're as good as Swerve is, you have to show it off.
About to see great high-flying and striking hybrid offense. And you can sense the anger emanating from the competitor tonight.
Eyes like a blazing fire. This is a man you don't want to be in front of right now.
He's a man possessed is what he is.
And if you want high-flying trouble, look no further than this man, Isaiah Swerve Scott. He's one of the most gifted, agile, and unpredictable competitors on the roster.
Yeah, and before Scott arrived at WWE, he torched the indie scene and made a name for himself as a top talent. I assure you, he's out to replicate that success here against the best superstars in the world.
And Isaiah gets kept grounded with that hit.
Oh, piercing the sternum.
Swerve manages to counter.
Whoa, leaping through the air.
Shifts it back onto him.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy. Jarring European uppercut.
My goodness, did you hear that chop? Oh, God.
Well, that keeps Swerve grounded.
No way, no way.
I thought once he executed that, it was good night.
You have to wonder, how much more can he take?
And now the question runs in the mind, how am I going to be able to end this?
Put down face first. We got a cover.
Kicks out before one.
How'd he do that?
Trapped.
Oh, the slam. You can't take much more of this.
Yeah, he's got to dig deep and find another win if he wants to stay in this. Driver.
Spiked him.
And he has to start protecting himself from attacks to that area.
Ripping at the eyes.
Hooked up.
Great power.
Inverted suplex. And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. Wearing that air. Taps out. An impressive win here here tonight, but don't forget he now has to face Keith Lee.
Before I get to my next match against Keith Lee, I have a few things I'd like to discuss. Hang on a second. Just let me gather my thoughts real quick.
Gather your thoughts or stall before you have to face a rested and motivated Keith Lee.
Okay, where was I? Like any top superstar would, I did my homework on Keith Lee in preparation for tonight's match. And I learned some very interesting things. See, this man is full of hashtags and motivational catchphrases, but it's all a bunch of lies. He's never lived up to a single one of them. Like, did you know that Keith Lee stole his parents' car when he was first leaving home to become a wrestler? I guess Grand Theft Auto is the true definition of limitless. Speaking of Keith's parents, turns out they didn't even want him to get into wrestling. They wanted him to continue playing football, but instead he quit, turning his back on his team and a free education that millions would die for. I doubt any of his coaches or teammates felt like basking in his glory after that. But after reading more and more about Keith Lee's backstory, one thing became clear. This is a pattern. He's always taken the easy way out, finding people who buy into his phony persona and enable him to receive countless opportunities after failing over and over again. Like, for instance, how he failed to make the cut at the Performance Center 3 times before he was bailed out by William Regal, who, to this day, continues to give him chance after chance when all he does is squander them. But this pattern really first started with Keith Lee's grandmother, who introduced him to wrestling as a young boy in Texas. While I can't go back and fix the giant mistake she made, I can put an end to it now. So Keith Lee, come on out here so I can expose you for what you really are. A fake, a liar, a failure, and soon to be
Wait a second.
former WWE superstar.
Keith Lee sends him flying to the floor.
Talk about a man's family and grandmother, and this is what you get.
Keith Lee's on a rampage. He snapped. Someone needs to stop him.
If anyone can talk some sense into Keith Lee, it's NXT General Manager William Regal.
And finally, it looks like cooler heads are prevailing.
He may have taken a beating, but I think this is what he wanted. He got inside Keith Lee's head, and now he has an important mental edge going into whatever their next encounter is.
Keith Lee is as tough mentally as he is physically. I'm not sure that strategy is going to work.
Did you not just see what happened? I think it's already proven extremely effective.
I think it's fair to say the rivalry between Keith Lee and his opponent has quickly gone from heating up to boiling over as they square off tonight at the Performance Center.
Just holding the match here is another example of Lee's opponent attempting to get under the big man's skin. But tonight, Lee will be looking to put the big talker back in his place.
Easier said than done, Saxton. Keith Lee's opponent's been basking in Lee's head, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon.
Oh, just turn that around. He's one step ahead there.
Oh, what a punch.
Able to get the advantage here. Oh, knee to the jaw.
He fends off the attack.
And responds with a counter of their own.
Look at this. Snap suplex. And Keith Lee is being broken down.
Lee needs to find an opening and fast. Oh, face stop.
Suplex.
He's starting to struggle here.
They've definitely taken their lumps at this point. Their opponent is not messing around.
Driven down. Lee fights back. Keith looking to get back in this.
But he still has more work to do to get this fully in his favor.
He switches it back around.
DDT! Fight.
And just a high profile.
Will it be? He's on the ropes and the ref wisely stops the count. Oh, smashing the jaw.
Ooh, grating across the...
He could pin his opponent right here.
It's over.
Rope breaks the hold there.
He's begging him to get up so he can put him back down. Come out of nowhere.
RKO. Lee's down. Lee may be out.
Cover.
1, 2, 3.
No, come on.
It worked beautifully.
Really? Here we go, guys.
The following contest is a submission match. Making his way to the ring from Beverly Hills, California, weighing in at 290 pounds, Max the Savage.
This athlete was hampered by nagging injuries when he competed on the Indies, but looks to be in tremendous shape tonight.
We're looking at a competitor who battled adversity to get here, and he's not going to take this for granted.
He said he'll steal the show here tonight, and he looks more than ready to deliver on that promise.
Bask in his glory.
And his opponent from Wichita Falls, Texas, weighing in at 320 pounds, Keith Lee.
I actually spoke to Keith Lee. I said, what makes you limitless? Why this nickname? And he said to me, I'm not bound by the perceptions of others. If I can do it, if I can dream it, it will be accomplished.
Lee ready to get down to business.
Keith Lee's body coursing with adrenaline.
And Lee will take any opportunity to showcase his incredible power.
The bell rings on the rematch as Keith Lee faces off against a superstar on a mission to break down a big man and make him quit NXT.
It sure seems like Keith Lee's opponents found Lee's limit, Cole.
Keith Lee may not have been able to pick the match stipulation, but the Limitless One has never been afraid of an uphill battle. He said he won't give in or give up, and I believe him.
Oh, hard impact in the corner.
Lee with a counter.
These two showing how well scouted they each are.
Oh, read him there.
And another counter.
Oh, man.
Okay, consider that a harsh lesson.
Outside the ring now. He has no need to rush. Ripping at the eyes.
Full Nelson applied. Yes.
Dragon suplex.
Lee falling victim to a surge of attacks here.
Lee needs to weather this storm.
Oh, driver.
Spiked him.
Fishing for something beneath the ring.
Oh, no. Now that he has the kendo stick, I definitely do not want to be in his path of destruction. Oh. Kendo stick to the skull. Any one of these attacks could cause irreparable damage, but I don't think you can come back from this many.
Countered it just in time. He had it scouted. Wicked forearm.
Look at this, locked in. Submission move. Camel clutch applied. They're not going to last long here.
Wait. The grip is broken.
What grace. Float over into the DDT. Instead of a
That's going to hurt.
He's on his heels a bit now.
And as this match drags on, all that damage is only going to make it harder to fight out of a submission hold.
Sliding back in.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
To the midsection hook.
And Lee turns the tables.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming. Getting it cinched in.
He wins with a devastating submission. It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner, Max the Savage.
Wrestle perhaps the perfect match. Never any doubt in this win.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.